Hi guys, it's John at learningguitarnow.com, and in this podcast, I want to show you a lesson in the style of Johnny Lang. He's always been one of my favorite guitarists, and it's got some really interesting things. It's kind of similar to Albert Collins. So in this podcast, I'm going to dissect a lick that's in the style of Johnny Lang. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, for this lick in the style of Johnny Lang, the first thing you need to know is we're playing in the key of a D, and this is actually a turnaround lick. It's similar to something you hear him play off the tune Matchbox off his first album. And what we're doing is the 5 chord is coming in, the A chord, and we're playing this little 13th, 14th, 15th on the high E string, right when the A chord hits. 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to quickly hammer to 13 and 14. This is the minor and major third movement used so commonly in blues on the high E string. Now hit your 15th fret with your third finger on the B string, and then 14th fret on the G string. Pretty cool little phrase of the 5 chord. You'll notice that note that we're ending, the 14th fret of the G string, that is an A note. Pretty simple concept here. If the A chord is playing, end on an A note. We're moving to the G chord next. We're doing this 6th interval type lick here. And you notice these are 2 notes from the G major chord, the major third in the root, the G note there. So we got our second finger on the 16th fret of the G string, first finger on the high E string of the 15th fret, giving us these 2 notes, striking one with my thumb and one with my first finger. The next step, we're going to move it down to 14 and 14 on the G and high E strings with our second and third finger. I think it's great to do that little movement. You got your second and first finger for this little pattern. Now your second finger goes back and third finger just goes down on the high E string. A lot easier when you play with that formation using your fingers like that. Slide back a fret, 13. 12th fret. It's just a classic blues move. And then for the last thing, when we're sliding in on the root, the D chord, D major chord, major third, and D note form a D major chord right when the D chord comes in. So we have this over the G. And then sliding into those 2 notes when the D comes in. Now we're doing this blues lick, hammering on the 10 to 11th fret of the G string, minor third, major third. Once again, bar your first finger on the B in the E string, so you get the 10th fret bar here. End on the 13th fret of the B string. Flat 7th interval there. Now the A chord is coming back around. And I'm just doing this simple move here. Bending 12th fret on the G string slightly. Pull it down, hit it again. Now 10th fret of the G string. And then ending on the 12th fret of the D string, the D note. Hit it, strike it twice. Now take your first finger and bar the 10th fret on the G and the B strings and hammer on to the 11th. Twice. That's when the 1 chord is coming back in, and we're starting the 12-bar blues over again. So let's go ahead and play this turnaround lick again so you can hear what it sounds like in context. So that's the lick. Let me play it one more time really slowly for you. Pretty cool lick there in the key of D that you can use for any shuffle blues turnaround. It basically follows the chord that you're playing over, and that's one of the key things you need to know when you're playing blues is following the chord. To learn more about playing over the chord, I've created a complete course to learn how to do this, Blues Guitar Method 2. So anyway, that's it for this lesson. Key things you want to take note of, you following the chord, and then playing the note of the chord that's occurring, like here. A note overplayed of the A chord. And then we did the G, have these little chord, 6 interval type little chord things. Those are great little things that add a little flavor to just, single note lines. Anyway, you can do a lot with those 6 intervals. I've also got more of that kind of stuff in Blues Guitar Method 2 as well. Okay, that does it for this lesson. Okay, well, that does it for this video podcast. If you'd like to tab the backing track and the interactive version, please think about joining the All Access Pass. When you join the All Access Pass, you'll also get access to over 1,000 blues and slide guitar videos, loads of backing tracks, and lots of technique, improvisation, and concept lessons on playing and improvising blues and slide guitar. Okay, I'm John for LearningGuitarNow.com, and I'll see you next time.